Now, before every single one of y'all and your mama start talking about, shouldn't you be talking about new games that you want to come out? No. And I'm just want to talk about the ports that I want, because I feel like people are missing out on the ports that would actually be great additions to the Switch library rather than just new games. A lot of new games can be really obvious and telltale and everything like that. So I want to talk about which ports, which older games or even newer games that didn't get as much love should be on the Switch so they can get more light onto them. They make me even more just throw my money at Nintendo. Just toss it at them. I'm gonna start with something that's a little bit one of the first things that came to my mind. I'm not just gonna be Pokemon Coliseum. Now, I'm not saying in any stretch of the way that Pokemon Coliseum was a bad game. It is actually still to this day my favorite Pokemon game, because it was just that game back in the GameCube days. Like, it was revolutionary. Am I fumbling over my words right now? I can't even speak. It's just that a lot of times when people talk about their favorite Pokemon game, they maybe talk about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but a lot of time it's more so one of the mainline games. Like, they would say, oh, Leaf Green or Pokemon Yellow, the original classic one, was my favorite. Or then they say, oh, Pokemon Platinum was that greatness when Gen 4 is just complete trash. I'm just telling you that right now, but anyway, Pokemon Coliseum is still to this day my favorite Pokemon title, and I feel like a lot of people truly forgot just how great and revolutionary and how game-changing it was for a Pokemon game, to be honest with you. It was one of the first and still one of the only Pokemon games to this day where you don't have to start with a standard old fire, water, grass starters. You actually had starters already given to you in a story based on and a reasoning based on why you had the Pokemon you did. But not only that, is that the game starts off with you being a bad guy that just gone rogue and you stealing the snag machine from Team Snag'em, and you're just going off to like, I'm not being a part of this ragtag gang anymore. I'm gonna go off on my own, take this machine and go. So you're still a criminal, but it's a criminal that just turned against your criminal organization, just gone rogue. And I'm still gonna say that Wes is still the cleanest Pokemon protagonist to ever be designed to this day. Game Freak, make more protagonists. This man looked like he could be a freaking Persona protagonist of all things. Like, come on now, make more protagonists that look like this man Wes. Too nice. While being on the run with your Espeon and Umbreon, you running away from Team Snag'em, finding an old ragtag town where you just have to get up on your feet, fight a couple Pokemon battles, and when you find in town some other criminal organization is capturing this girl and you befriend her, and then she follows you around the whole time, and we both know Wes was not about that, but he started to like her towards the end, even though he's still a silent protagonist, but he definitely started feeling her later on in the game, of course. And not only was the story not streamlined, but it had its own different story. You didn't have to go through gyms. It had its own story with your past with the criminal organization. 2 different criminal organizations, I believe, that were also capturing Pokemon or making Pokemon evil by locking their hearts closed. Having a whole new mechanic of you can steal other trainers' Pokemon that had their hearts closed. But the whole different plots of you being a bad guy gone rogue who's still quote unquote bad guy, but he's rescuing and saving the day, and people who you thought were good are actually bad, and people who thought were actually bad actually go away and stop. This plot is absolutely so good and solid. The way I'm explaining it now is absolutely terrible, but when you're playing it, the pacing is super nice with it. And Game Freak already does a stellar job, but with every new area, the landscaping was already in a completely different area, in a different region that's not one of the same generation 1 through 7 region. It was a completely different area that we didn't even know or have even heard about before, but with every new area came another new OST. Hey, Future Me, play a couple tracks real quick. Oh, look at you, Future Me. You already been playing some of the OST while I've been talking all this time. Man, you know how to save time on a video, but you still gotta get that watch time up. Hey, I'm just saying. But I'm pretty sure a majority of you guys watching this video already have played Pokemon Coliseum, but if you haven't already, please go ahead and play it. But I digress. Enough about Pokemon Coliseum. Now moving on to the next one. Now, I would love Capcom and Nintendo so much if they made a Mega Man Star Force and or a Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. And all of the Legacy Collections so far are pretty much porting the old classic Mega Man games, Mega Man X, classic Mega Mans, to the Nintendo Switch. So why not do it with the next generation that they haven't done yet? Battle Network and Star Force. Of course, they haven't done Legends yet, but Star Force and Battle Network are better than Legends. I mean, come on now. Surprisingly, a lot of Mega Man fans also started off with Battle Network or Star Force being their first Mega Man series to get them into it. I remember on Kids WB or 4Kids TV, it would always have the Mega Man NT Warrior or NT Warrior Access show coming on TV, and I would watch it on Saturdays right along with Sonic X and all that stuff. Man, those are some good times. That's what genuinely got me into Mega Man. That and the Mega Man Star Force anime that happened a couple years later. And then I found out there were games. I was like, yo, there's video games. There's 6 video games for this NT Warrior show. First ones I played was Battle Network 3 White, and then I played Battle Network 4 Blue Moon, and then I played Battle Network 5 Team Colonel, because hey, I'm Team Colonel. Man, forget Team Proto Man. Proto Man is good and all right, but Team Colonel, that was the GOAT. He was the GOAT. And I did end up playing Mega Man Battle Network 6, which ended off the Battle Network series, and such a heart-feeling note. No, I didn't complete Network Transmission. It was actually a GameCube Battle Network game, though. It's actually in the classic Mega Man's format and style, but it's actually a pretty difficult game, to be honest, but I never actually did finish it. And then later on, they started releasing the Mega Man Star Force series. Now they have games too. Man, I started off with the first Mega Man Star Force. I bought it. I had Mega Man Star Force Pegasus. I played through that game so much. I was like, go. Geostellar, that is my man. Star Force to this day is still my favorite Mega Man series. Battle Network is super close behind, but I gotta say, Star Wars will always hold a special place in my heart. I always really loved the fact that he gave Mega Man a whole different vibe. It was a kid who was struggling with the loss of his dad that stumbled upon this alien that had met his dad, and he fused and was able to become like a superhero. It wasn't like the classic games or even Battle Network to where everybody knew who he was, knew his identity and everything like that. He was legit like a superhero to where he was by day Geostellar and by night Mega Man. Everybody knew Geostellar and everybody knew Mega Man, but they did not know who Mega Man's identity was. And the character development from Geo just being a shy boy, getting over the loss of his father, and just moving on and making him stronger with this relationship with the Megasis, the relationship that they had together as they both got stronger and stronger, man, it was just something truly special. But yeah, as far as those two, I definitely think you guys get the point. You guys got to play the games. Hey, go back, find your DS, pick it up out of that dresser drawer that you ain't got, and go to your local GameStop or pawn shop. But I could go on talking about these things, going more depth into the story and the elements and everything like that. How great the composers for Mega Man games are. It's absolutely stellar, more than anything that I can even say. But I think it's about time we move on to the next game, don't you think? Now, with the last one with the Battle Network and Star Wars Legacy Collection, we got into the big boys, but now we're going up another one. Kid Icarus Uprising is a game that I would love, absolutely love, to have ported over to the Switch. Now, a lot of people was a little bit skeptical about it because of the controls for the game on the 3DS, and I'm not gonna lie, they weren't the best, but they weren't so bad to the point to where I stopped playing it. Like, they were still felt natural enough for me to continue playing. I know some people are left-handed, so they had to buy that separate attachment for it, but the Switch has 2 analog sticks. All they need to do is release a stylus for it, and that'll be it. But yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising is just a gem from the 3DS that I feel like is also very popular, but it's also a very hidden gem that not a lot of people did get into because of the controls, surprisingly. But I would say right after Xenoblade Chronicles 1, Kid Icarus Uprising is definitely my favorite Nintendo game of all time. The wide variety of characters and the relationship that they have, like between Pit, Palutena, Viridi, Medusa, Hades, and everything like that. The character dialogue is absolutely so hilarious. Whether it's between like friends or enemies or even the arch nemesis or even just people they don't even know, the dialogue is just so hilarious. How everyone's just always talking and interacting with each other in a way that's so funny, but even if they're still enemies or friends, they still can make things sync so well. Not only that, I gotta say, so many games have such good OST, but Kid Icarus Uprising, not only the OST but the sound design, depending on how much health you had or how much health the enemies had, what material the enemies were, or what type of ground or surface you were walking on or flying through. Just the sound design in this game is so smart and so intelligent that you can just listen to it and see the differences in such subtle ways. Man, future me, now I know you editing this didn't think of this yet. Leave in a couple clips of some of the funny stuff I'm talking about. Go ahead and do it. Don't worry, I'll give you time.
I'm sensing treasure somewhere to your left.
How do you know that?
From the heavens, I can see through your laurel crown to divine your surroundings.
Really? That's amazing!
And that's not all I can see, Pit. I can also see what's in your heart.
Oh! That's really something.
So you'd better not be thinking about anything naughty.
What? How did you...
Just kidding. Seriously? Reading hearts through laurel crowns?
I know. I was also kidding.
Sure you were. You made it. Yay.
Pandora! Underling of Medusa floating before me. It's time for you to atone for your crimes. I am Pit, servant of the goddess of light, and you are history!
What was that all about?
We're at the 13th wave. I'm sure this is it.
Then it's time. Time for what? Our pre-boss battle rallying cry! Oh, right. Okay. Filth of the land, hear our words! I am Darkpit, servant to no other but myself. Together we will rain death upon you. So anyone who wants to die, step right up.
And anyone who doesn't want to die?
Too bad. Oh yeah.
Nice speech, guys. Did you stay up all night writing it? Or maybe it's your super secret twin connection talking.
Anyway, not only is this game's story, dialogue, OST, sound design great, it has the length worthy of a solid title game, just as nice and solid, not too long, not too short, but it has a difficulty scale with the Fiend's Cauldron that where you can set it all the way down at 1 where it's absolutely pathetic, or 9 to where it's actually truly difficult. And the more hearts you can spend, the more of a difficulty you have, but you lose hearts if you die, you get a game over. On a higher difficulty you go down 0.5, and I think that system is super good. That game is definitely a good challenge if you have it all the way up, or even if you go higher like 7.0 and above. It just gives you a nice decent challenge. So many different weapons, arms, clubs, swords, lasers, staffs, and everything like that. Just so many bows, so many different weapons that you can choose from. Ways to create them, ways to find them, different power-ups for them, everything. This game is so well done, and I cannot praise it enough. I cannot stress just how important this game is to me, and that so many people just haven't played it yet. It's not nearly as popular as it should be. It is popular, but it's not nearly as popular as it should be. Whew, Jesus Christ. Like I said before, when I get going, I start to slur my words. I start to get out of breath and everything like that. I hope y'all don't mind. But if you guys did enjoy the video, then let me know in the comments below. For this video, I want to ask you guys, what ports do you want to see the most? You can leave a list, or you can say you agree with me or not agree with me and why, or you can just have your own top game that you want to be ported over to the Switch. Not a new game, but a game from the past that can be ported over or just semi-improved to fit the Nintendo Switch. But anyway, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video if you subscribe. Make sure you check out the channel for the other videos that I do about Pokemon, Nintendo, Kingdom Hearts, all types of stuff, or even anime sometimes. And just subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button, the red button below you, or go to my channel, hit the subscribe button in the top left corner, and stay tuned for more different types of content of all types: gameplay, reactions, discussions, theories, top 5s, top 3s, top 1s, anything like that. So once again, I want to thank y'all for watching, and I very much appreciate you guys checking out this video, watching till the end. If you guys stay till the end of the video, leave, I'm still here in the comments below. Anyway, broken record, thank you guys for watching, really appreciate it, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.